Facebook is building a city in Texas. It will cost $14 billion. And Facebook will only own 20% of it. The other 80% belongs to the company that manages $10 trillion in assets. Here is why this deal tells you everything about where the AI money is going. On Tuesday, July 28, Meta and BlackRock announced a deal. They are building a data center campus in El Paso, Texas. Cost, $14 billion. Capacity, 1 gigawatt of computing power. Online, 2028. BlackRock manages $10 trillion in assets. It is the world's largest investment firm. Not a tech company. An asset manager. And it is now building AI cities. Here is the ownership structure. BlackRock funds, 80%. Meta, 20%, but full operational control. Meta will be the only tenant when it opens. How the money works: BlackRock puts in $4.9 billion in cash. BlackRock borrows $12.5 billion in debt. Meta contributes land and construction already underway, worth $2.3 billion. Meta receives a $1 billion distribution back. Meta owns 20%. Operates everything. And got $1 billion paid to them for agreeing to the deal. If Meta is building it and running it, why does it only own 20%? Because $14 billion is a lot even for Meta. Meta's stock is down 10% this year. Investors are already asking hard questions about how much Meta is spending on AI and when they will see a return. So Meta found a solution. Get someone else to put up the money. Keep operational control. Build the AI compute you need. It is the same deal Meta did in Louisiana. A $50 billion plus data center campus. Meta sold 80% to Blue Owl Capital for $7 billion in cash. Kept 20% and full control. This is now Meta's standard model for infrastructure at this scale. Somebody else owns it. Meta runs it. Both sides win. Now, why does BlackRock want 80% of an AI data center? BlackRock manages $10 trillion. That money needs to go somewhere that earns a return. AI data centers are the infrastructure of the next 20 years. Like motorways in the 1950s. Power stations in the 1970s. Broadband cables in the 2000s. The companies building AI need computing power. They will pay to lease it for years. That produces predictable long-term cash flow. Meta is locked in for a 4-year lease with the option to renew 4 more times. Potentially 16 years of guaranteed revenue. For BlackRock, this is not a bet on AI. This is infrastructure financing. The same thing it does with airports, toll roads, and power plants. Except this time the asset runs artificial intelligence. This deal did not happen in isolation. The same week, OpenAI announced a $500 billion plus AI campus on a former nuclear site in Ohio, with NVIDIA potentially guaranteeing $250 billion. Meta announced the Texas deal, $14 billion. Meta also has a $50 billion plus campus in Louisiana. That is more than $500 billion in AI infrastructure announced or confirmed in 1 week. An analyst at Hargreaves Lansdowne said, "The scale of spending still raises valid questions about cash flow, future operating costs, and investment returns, particularly since Meta doesn't have a large cloud business selling spare capacity to external customers." That is a fair point. The question of who pays for all this, and when, is the one nobody has answered yet. One more detail worth knowing. Reuters reported this week that Meta is in talks to lease computing power to Anthropic, the maker of Claude, for up to $10 billion over 2 years. Think about what that means. Meta builds the data center. BlackRock owns 80% of it. Meta runs it. And Anthropic, one of Meta's competitors in AI, may rent compute from Meta's campus to run its own models. The AI industry is becoming one giant set of interdependencies. Every company needs every other company. BlackRock manages your pension fund, your retirement savings, your index funds. It is now building AI data centers. Whether you use AI or not, whether you work in tech or not, your money is already invested in the infrastructure that runs it. That is how deep this goes. Subscribe for daily AI coverage. Comment below, does it surprise you that the world's largest investment firm is now building AI data centers? And do you think Meta's model, build it, operate it, but let someone else own it, is smart, or a warning sign? Tell me below.